Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a male empath, and I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And come on, Bubba, talk. Travel to dinner. So yeah, I'm ready to go cuddle in. Come on, go cuddle in. Come on, cuddle in. Should have waited till he settled in before I started this. What are you gonna do? It's all divine timing, right? Right. Anyway, so it was just a pretty good day today. I had a chore Monday, did a load of laundry, and had to go do an errand, and people are in a pretty good mood. Yeah, I was in a pretty good mood. I woke up in a good mood. Woke up, any day I can wake up natural and just wake up slow without having to, you know, hit as soon as my feet hit the ground. I gotta be running. That's how I used to live for years and years and years. Start at 6 o'clock in the morning and go until freaking 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes later. And boy, I ain't as young and vigor anymore. I do have a lot of energy though. I gotta direct it and guide it in the most positive, productive ways. I spent a lot of years freaking wasting my energy being angry about things. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad about how people are mean. People are stingy. People are greedy. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. People are withholding. People are pervy. People are selfish. Focus on this. And then it occurred to me that freaking we'll just be more of what people aren't. And I like to think most of the time I go out in the world, I'm in a pretty good mood. Unless I gotta work harder at it. When I got a migraine or something like that, I gotta work harder at it. I gotta, try and pretend like I'm not freaking suffering, and then, go about my daily business, in a joyful, light heart, spirited heart, right? And I was in my meditate state today. I was thinking about how, this shift. It's like people got to shift or get off the pot, man. You got to shift into, be more of what you are, or get off the pot. Stop pretending. And one thing I've had trouble with my whole life is anger, and it's not like anger like I'm mad. It's like I get frustrated. I don't look at them as the same. I think one is a path that leads to another if it's not addressed, where it's at. When I get frustrated, okay, why are you frustrated? Usually, 9 times out of 10, it's because I'm powerless, because I can't control it. Because usually, I'll get mad, like if I'm all settled in at night, and I a half hour before I try to get all the dogs to go out, and then I settle in at night, and I'm all comfortable, and then a half hour into it, Benny's like, "Oh, I gotta go outside now," I can that stuff like that can freaking infuriate me. I can just be like, dude, I don't even like you anymore, dude. You're not my favorite. I'd be a jerk about it, really, because it's out of my will, and I look around at people and I'm like, man, and people are losing their ability to cognitively acknowledge that they're making the bad choices in their will, and how they're choosing to look at situations. And I can do the same thing if I'm not careful, I'm just like, you don't think about it. You don't think about your feelings and emotions related to the needs of another living thing. You just do it. You just do it because that's what you do. You get up and let the dog go out anytime he needs to go out, because that's what you do. And you'd be glad that he wants to go out, because usually when it rains, he just goes and pees on the potty pad. It's, so be glad, But God, how we look at things, man. We could make or break our whole day. Today was good, though, and I was in a good mood, and my buddy was in a good mood, laundromat, and I'd gone over to the grocery store, and I wasn't going to do shopping today. I just needed 2 things. So I'm just trying to hold off until later in the week. Got plenty of food in there. I need to cook some of it up before I get more stuff. So anyway, and the lady let me go ahead of her in the grocery store, and then the lady at the register, my pal Marcella, she freaking was like, if you have 2 things, you just go right over there at customer service. And I was like, but then I can't hang out with you. So I waited, and we had a nice conversation, and I'm going to research some anti-inflammatory dietary foods, and so that was cool. And then I go back over the laundromat, and freaking and my buddy had to like microwave the guy who was there doing his laundry. Had microwaved some food for him, some vegetables for him, and I was like, "Did you just do?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Man, talk about service beyond expectation." See, that's the thing is when people want to help people, well, go out of the way to help people. And when you feel good and the energy's right, you wanna you wanna pass that on. It's when people feel freaking cold and withheld and cut off and withdrawn and freaking, that's when they feel stifled and they don't want to help each other. Mm-hmm. I think about that in situations where I've gone into these like government offices and stuff, and it's just like, nope, it's against the policy. Well, the policy's stupid. You want to help people? Nope, I'm just doing my job. All that stuff. All that stuff is the stuff that's coming down. Because people are going to start looking at freaking stuff as being the nonsense that it is, and they're going to start looking at the people that they've been following and going, oh my gosh, I have been a fool. There's more to life than this, and the changes are going to be made. I see it the way I see it. All these astrologers are saying how there's like 2021 are these going to be these years of great inventions and modern advancements and technologies and stuff like that. And the way I see it is these things happen, they blow up out of necessity. I've come up with all kinds of ideas of useful products and things that would be useful based on not having running water, tricks of the trade and stuff like that, and that's the thing is when you've gone without, those are the people that are resourceful. They're the ones that are coming up with the ideas. Not everyone that gets their way paved and freaking, you just get into a place because you got the money to pay for it, and it doesn't really have anything to your aptitude or your ability. I was thinking about certifications because people are like talking about how they're getting certified, all these certifications, and I've been working in energy my whole entire life, and I'm not going to go to somebody and have them, for me to give them thousands of dollars to give me a piece of paper so they can tell me that of what I already know. You know what I mean? It's like these certifications are silly in so many areas, and people freaking pay through the nose, dude. Oh my god, the stuff people pay for is just so stupid, and I've done it too. I used to be in that 3D game where I'd spend $100 a month, just me, on a freaking cell phone bill, just so I could play freaking Angry Birds, That's pretty much all I did. And I would just, waste money or just spend money on I don't know. I would do things like I asked my buddy today. I'm like, "Do you know how to wash cashmere?" I have a couple of cashmere sweaters that I had, and she's like, "Oh, that's kind of iffy." And I was like, "All right." And so, what I used to do is, I'd go to Kohl's and they'd have them. I'd wait till the end of the season and they'd have them marked down like from like $120 down to like $30, something like that. And then I'd buy a couple. Then I'd buy like 2 of them, kind of a deal. And then I'd get a Kohl's cash, and then I'd get another one. It was Kohl's, anyway, things like that. So I don't like throwing money away. I don't like being wasteful, and things like that. And I'm good at saving because I just have I have my baseline of my needs, and as long as those are met, anything else I can stockpile, as long as I didn't have a goal. Last time I did that, I stockpiled and collected all this money and freaking moved to Oregon and then freaking blew through it since I lived here, retirement funds, all that stuff, But anyway, that's why I figure I'll just always work. I'm never going to retire, My brother's freaking won't help me because I don't have his line of thinking. I need to get a job and get a 401k. And he's just so programmed by freaking governments. It's just... I just doing it, working hard or hardly working. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, and I worry about people that just do the same thing over and over and just, just like, where's the thought? Where's the imagination? Where's the scope? I've always understood knowledge as being like the ability to imagine and to expand on your thought processes and things like that. Not just being able to freaking, retain facts and data. I mean, computers can do that, but people, they can expand on thought, and one thought can lead to another, and to my knowledge, AI can't do that, you know. Let's hope it never can. So, you know, I think that's why so many people are having all these memory deficits with freaking, you know, call it whatever you want it. One book it's dementia, and a different book it's Alzheimer's, and a different one is this, and, you know, it's just, the definition of anything is in the eye of the beholder. So just leave what resonates with you, or take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So you have all these people that have just always looked at the same things and always done something the same things, you know, and then you wonder why that their minds get stuck in the loop, you know. But the people that really create and imagine, it's just like, I don't know, where are they? I'm not seeing a lot of them. I see a lot of the same stuff that I see every day. I don't see a lot of new things, and I'm ready for new things. I'm ready for new music. It's kind of depressing. Freaking Loretta Lynn is like, country music is dead. I remember taking a math class, or a music class, a few years back, and watching the progression of music and how it transforms and evolves, and you know, and it has a certain thread, a spirit, you know, and then all these people are in line with that vibe of that tune, and they all make music in that line, you know, and heartfelt, but then like the vibe changes, and then the pitches change, and you know, and then it gets more twangy. Now country music, I don't even know what it is today. It's all, I don't know, it's weird. It's all freaking, I picture people like freaking with their bejeweled freaking buckle jeans and stuff like that, you know, and I don't know, but things always change, and people try and get stuck in the ways that of how things they like them and keep them that way. They're trying to keep them that way. They're trying to keep control, but you know, there's a way that things are supposed to be, and more of a flow, and the things that people are trying to control today can't be controlled. And as long as more people's minds open, that's all I care about. I just want people. I don't really care about what people think about, you know, whether it's light or dark. Everybody's light and dark. I just want people to freaking think, you know. Just start with that. So, anyway, that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.